having my story is a chance for me to kind of give a voice to myself and to other people like me.
Stuck between two ages, the future's unwritten pages that won't slip.
Like someone Moroccan, and there aren't many people who have mixed races, and then you grow up and you're born in a predominantly white country, and you want to fit in, but you do feel like you fit in, but at the same time you don't. So it's a contradiction, but having my own story enables me to find sort of guidance and direction towards who am I, where do I belong, and having this project as a platform to put my story on hopefully gives someone else the chance to identify with that, because I don't feel like I've identified with other narratives that I've seen.
White lies through rolling time.
In all honesty, identity is still something that I personally struggle with. Throughout your life, you're going through different stages. You go through childhood and whatever circumstances that could be for one person, to the high school transition, and we're faced with all those high school dilemmas, whatever that may be, and then into adulthood. So you're constantly learning, and identity is something that is constantly being constructed. So I guess I can look at identity now in terms of I sort of understand who I am, but I don't feel like I 100% know. Creativity in general for me is an outlet. So to be able to put together some meaningful thoughts, and with the whole project in mind, be able to combine that with what I intrinsically love doing, it was effortless, and it was also very emotional, because you're confronted with a lot of things that I guess aren't easy, and you're mixing that with something that you use as a form of expression. So a good journey, a learning experience, and definitely worth it. Home for me was multiple different places, and I've heard the saying, home can be a person, home can be a feeling, and I get a sense of that now as an adult, but as a kid growing up, you don't really, and you're constantly at different, growing up in a certain sort of context where you're a bit unfortunate with your living circumstances. I don't think I understood what home meant until I found it in a feeling. So I don't think I found a home in a place yet, but feeling, and the people around you, your friends, your family, and how you feel about yourself and the world around you. Bigotry seems to be a big trend in social media, which is obviously very prevalent in society, and if people are consuming that and believing the stories that they hear, even though they're not true representations, then it's really detrimental to progress, to how we understand and how we relate to one another. So if we're representing ourselves, or our groups, or our culture, or whatever it is you want to represent, if it's coming from a true perspective from within that, then that's a better, it provides a better understanding compared to what an outsider would do. And there's not enough of that, which is why representation is crucial.
Brown eyes, dark girls.
I was always trying to find where I fit in and the places and the people that I fit in. So you're sort of suppressing that idea of home within yourself, because you're constantly trying to be not yourself. And when I stopped and realized I don't need to try please people or try be a certain person in society, I can own who I am. Owning your own narrative, your own stories, your own journey, your own situation, then it's almost like you're at peace, and I find peace and home, the idea of home, sort of go hand in hand. So if I was to sit down with young Laila, I would tell her, don't change anything. every mistake I've made has been a necessary mistake. It's called falling forward. Every person I've met has been for a reason. I strongly believe in fate, so I'd say don't change anything other than smile. Just be happy. Sometimes we struggle with appreciating the smallest things in life that are an absolute blessing to us, and there are so many reasons to smile, and sometimes you can forget how to be happy or content. So I would just tell her, don't change anything, just count your blessings.